We're looking at the tallest land animal, Southern African giraffe. Uh, Here in South Africa, we've got only one species, which is the Southern African giraffe. There is around about 7 different species in the continent, and all those species they evolved from the same ancestor, but because of geographical isolation, these animals tend to split into species, and some times to a certain extent up to like a subspecies also. So very interesting about these animals. Recent studies have actually found out that they are actually largest pollinators. They contribute heavily in pollinating of the bushes. So the way they are designed, if you look at their narrow face, long eyelashes, and they can, put the whole head, including those protrusions on the head, which are known as the ossicons, while it's the feeding. In the process, they transfer pollen from one bush to another. Here's the reason why they've been recently recognized as the pollinators. Some of them, they will stand up to like 5.5 or even more meters. And what always baffles me is that as tall as they are, and with their physiology, these guys are still ruminant animals, which means they will eat like what she's doing now, swallow the food, but that food has to come back from the stomach to the mouth to be re-chewed, which is very, very interesting. Ruminant animals, they've got a very, I'll say, sophisticated digestive system where their stomach gets divided into 4 different compartments. You get the first section, which is known as the rumen. It's like a storeroom chamber. When the food is swallowed the first time, it is partially chewed, and then it goes straight to the rumen, where it is softened and then later transferred to the reticulum, which is the second part of the stomach or compartment of the stomach. Now, in the reticulum, the food is rolled into balls of card to be prepared for further chewing, breakdown. And when the animals relaxed, they regurgitate the food. You can actually see with the giraffe the ball of card going up the neck to the mouth, and then after some thorough chewing and also taking more of the saliva amylase, which is a digestive enzyme, the food is swallowed for the second time, and it bypasses the rumen, reticulum, going straight to omasum, where it is made into like a buffer. You get the gastric juices in there, and through the sphincter, the food is pumped into the last section, which is known as the abomasum, normally referred to as the true stomach. And the abomasum, that's where final digestion takes place, and once the food is like fully processed, it therefore goes to the small intestines. Your abomasum is attached to the small intestines, where absorption of the nutrients happen, and then from the small intestines, the colon take over, which is the large intestines, and therefore absorption of water happens, and the food goes through to the other end, through, of course, the rectum, and at the end product you get these round pellets that the giraffe produce.